Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Broadcasting Network, 10:50 a.m., following broadcasts in 102.3 FM and 106.5 FM. We are serving the world one household at a time. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Yeater Peak Performance Coaching.
Welcome back to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show with your host, Kim Yeater. We are talking foundation today. We're talking faith. We're talking family. We're talking fitness, mind, body, soul, transformation, wellness. And our next guest up is the very one and only Maraya Brown, who is a powerhouse women's vibrancy health coach. She talks energy, libido, and hormones. You want an expert in that area? Hello, Miss Maraya Brown. Little bit about Maraya. She is a Yale-trained certified nurse midwife with her master's in nursing and undergraduate in marketing. She's been attending births for 21 years midwifing women through chapters of transition and has managed women's health clinics in Hawaii and Oregon since 2007. She's been a part of an international health endeavors in Nicaragua, Ghana, Haiti, taking the Brene Brown Leaders course. This woman is an absolute rock star. She has a deep appreciation and respect for food as medicine, as well as mindset and energy. She now practices online as a women's health expert in her program to help women move from exhausted to energized, balancing their hormones and feel turned on by their life, their lover, and themselves. Miss Maraya Brown, welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show.
All right. Yes. Happy to be here.
She's like, yes, that's a lot of high energy. Let's ground, Maraya.
I gotta match your energy, my friend. You bring it.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm so honored to have you here. We've had, a few great conversations. I've heard you speak. You've spoken into me. You're just a powerhouse woman. And this segment, we labeled it fitness because it went really nice with the F's of faith, family, and fitness. But you know as well as I that fitness is about mind, body, soul, wellness, and transformation. So tell me why that is so important to you and why you've taken the journey on the road you've taken to create what you've created for women.
Great question. Well, you know what? I believe that a rising tide lifts all boats. And sometimes I believe that. We all know that, okay? If we're all a boat out in the water and the tide rises, we all get to be lifted up. And so my work over the last, 20 plus years with women, what I've watched is that when women really do their deep work and they believe that they can live a passionate and vibrant life and start prioritizing themselves and boundary setting and doing the work to shift things around, they feel better. And then what happens is we inevitably, as women, pour into our children, our partners, our friends, our community, our family, right? And inevitably we become that rising tide. And so fitness, it's moving our bodies, but to what end? It's not just eating good food. It's how do we eat the good food? It's not just moving our bodies, but how are we choosing to move our bodies? Drinking great water, but how are we drinking the water, right? And so I'm just really, really fired up by inspiring women to lift themselves up and feel hopeful for their future and deeply connected to themselves and their lovers, their work, their passion. I mean, I work with a lot of very driven women that are saying, enough. I want to be excited about my future.
That's right. So what I'm getting, Maraya, is it's not about getting our needs met from the outside in, but it really is being present, working from the inside out, filling up so that we can overflow into others, into those we love.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's amazing how often I talk with women about, they come complaining about their partners or doing this, that, and the other thing. They're feeling unfulfilled at work about this, that, and the other thing. There's sense of loneliness. There's sense of anxiety. There's whatever it may be. And what I say is, we don't get to control what others do. We get to control what we do, how we react, and how we feel, and how we think about the world that we're seeing through our lens. I mean, there's something called the reticular activating system. And
ooh, I love that system.
Right? We filter pretty much everything out. That's just, it's survival. If our nervous system took in everything we were exposed to through our eyes and our ears and our skin every day. I mean, just imagine if you could feel every single fiber in everything that you're currently wearing. I mean, we would be on such hyperdrive, we wouldn't be able to exist. And so this thing in our brain called the reticular activating system is doing a really good job at kind of keeping us sane. And my challenge to women is, well, let's shift the things that we're being aware of. That we can start changing the way we see the world and the way that we think about the world. And what I know is that when we do our work, we attract new people. We start mirroring to the people that are loved ones that are around us. And inevitably, they either go, whoa, I'm afraid of change. I can't handle this. Or they rise to the occasion and they do their own work. And now we're all lifting up and creating a more vibrant life currently as well as in the future.
Yeah, so good. The reticular activating system is like a heat-seeking missile. What you focus about, you bring about. I love how you said that. It's vital that we take our power back, right? We have the ability to take our power back. We as moms, we give our power away. We're like, oh, well, if I just do this and I take care of this person, I try to do it all. I try to be this super mom, right? I mean, we all know what that's like, but guess what? That's not how we're meant to be. We're not human doings. We are human beings. Speak to that.
Yep. Yeah. And, if you hold your hand out in front of you and you point your finger forward, I'm doing it right now. I've got 3 fingers pointing right back at me.
I'm doing it. I'm with you.
Right? And so for any woman, if you're feeling exhausted or you're feeling like your hormones are out of whack or you're feeling disconnected, you're not sleeping, you're feeling unfulfilled in your work or your relationship, what I'm saying is it's not about focusing on the finger that's pointing outward. We've got to give ourselves a hard look in the mirror and say, what do I want? What am I grateful for? And what steps am I taking to shift the way in which I'm choosing to think about things, the way in ways in which I'm choosing to feel about things? And what stories am I telling myself? I love the example. I'll walk down the street. I'm a 44-year-old woman with 3 young kids, 9 and under. I had beautiful home births, and they're healthy babies. And, let's get real, my boobs aren't perky anymore. Hopefully I can say that on this show.
I'm with you, Maraya. 4 kids here. I gotcha.
And so I could be walking down the street and someone's looking at me and I might think, oh, my clothes don't match, or I'm not, yeah, they could tell this isn't a designer purse, or yeah, my butt's not as perky as it used to be. But does that story serve me? Not a chance. I'm going to say, yeah, baby, they're looking at me as a 44-year-old hot mama walking down the street, and they know that I'm pure, positive, productive, powerful. And it really doesn't matter what story is true based on what they're thinking and why they're looking at me. What's most important is what's the story playing in my head.
That's right. What's the story playing in the head?
Yes,
it all goes back to what happened and what do we make it mean about ourselves. Sometimes we got to go back and release that inner messaging that does not serve us. Put the truth in and live in the truth. Practice the truth. Retrain those neural pathways.
Yes. Just the self-awareness of, I call it stinking thinking. Oh, there's that stinking thinking thought again. Does it serve me? Nope. Insert a new story.
Love it. Stinking thinking. What's that stinking thinking? Get rid of it. Insert a new story. So if you got some stinking thinking going on at home right now, insert a new story. Who are you? Declare who you are. I am bold leadership. I am empowerment. I am love. Who are you, Miss Maraya Brown?
I'm I'm a fierce, driven woman, empowering other women who are hungry.
Yes.
Like for the women who are hungry, saying enough is enough, I want to live a vibrant, passionate life. I'm tired of knowing that something is going on in my physiology. You know, something is going on with my hormones and my digestion and my adrenals. And I'm going to my providers and they're pulling some labs and saying everything is normal, or they're saying, here's a prescription. For those women who are saying, no, this does not work for me, and I am listening into my inner guidance, and my inner guidance is saying something can be better. And I know that I have more to give for my career, for my loved ones, for my children. And so those women that are hungry, they come to me and we do a deep dive and we transform their physiology and their mindset and their energy. And then, oh, by the way, along the way, we do a deep dive into sexuality so that we can feel turned on by our life, our lover, and ourselves. You don't start with just one. Maybe you do. You can't start with all of them. But what I'll tell you is no matter where you start, it's going to overflow into all areas.
Absolutely. How we do one thing is how we do everything. So
Absolutely.
inner guidance, right? So listening that it can be better. We can take our power back. It can be better. Can you give our listeners a practical that they can do at home today, a practical to take their power back?
Yes. Start with gratitude. So every morning, first thing you do when you wake up, and every night before you go to bed, practice gratitude, something that you appreciate, something that you're grateful for, something before you went to sleep where you can say, this went well today. Here's something I'm proud of myself for. Here's something that I've accomplished.
So
good. I think two things. I don't think that I believe in self-reliance, and I believe in trusting in your intuition. And a lot of women say, I'm going to do this on my own, then they don't ask for help, okay? So start and end the day with gratitude and stop doing it by yourself. If you haven't found the person that is listening to you and giving you the roadmap that feels like it really resonates with you and is getting you feeling better, then keep looking until you find that provider, you find that coach, you find that person who's like, here, I'm going to give you the accountability and the hand-holding and some solutions and a roadmap. And you go, yes, I feel heard, I feel seen, and I'm applying what this person is telling me, and I'm feeling better. And then the last thing is stop asking people for advice to places that they haven't been.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So start and end the day with gratitude. Stop doing it by yourself. Find the right person to help you along your journey. And make sure that that person is taking you to a place that they have already been themselves.
That's right. That's right. You know, that's the theme of our day today, that don't do it by yourself. Take your power back. Don't settle. Say yes. Stand up. Be seen. Let your voice be heard. We don't have to do it on our own. I love it. You know, when I wake up in the morning, Maraya, the first thing I say to myself, and this was said by an amazing coach, Meredith Allen, absolutely love her. She said to me, Kim, when I wake up in the morning, I say, I love my life. And now when I wake up in the morning, Maraya, I say that literally before my feet touch the floor. Oh, thank you, God, for today. I love my life. I get to be alive today. I get to be alive. I get to serve. I get to take care of clients. I get to do breakthrough. I get to love my husband. I get to love my family. I get to love the world around me. That's a great way to live.
Yes, absolutely. And I remember a time in my life where I was really sad. I was distraught. I didn't know which direction was up, and I felt like I was trapped in my body and drowning in my life.
Yeah.
And if someone said to me, just wake up and say you love your life, I would want to flip them off.
I got that, yeah.
That feels like I'm on the edge of a river and you're asking me to leap across and I don't have wings and I can't fly. And so for some, yes, that comes easily. For others, maybe they need some stepping stones to get little by little across the river. And there is a way to get across. But if saying, I love my life feels like too much of a stretch, then you start with something that you're grateful for. Or you say, I love that my lungs are passively breathing. I love that my heart is beating and I'm not even thinking about it. I love that the sun is shining.
That's right. We're going to hold it right there. Maraya Brown, you guys heard it. Even the baby steps of gratitude. I love Maraya Brown. You're a rock star. Thank you for being with us today. You guys, Maraya, how can people reach you?
MarayaBrown.com, my friend.
MarayaBrown.com. You heard it. And you're listening to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show with your host, peak performance coach, Kim Yeater. We'll be back in just a minute.
We are live on KCAA Broadcasting Network, 1050 AM, following broadcasts in 102.3 FM and 106.5 FM. We are serving over 5 million households in the Inland Empire, North County, San Diego, Orange County, and San Gabriel Valley. We are serving the world one household at a time. We are also in iHeart, Spotify, Tiki Live, Ustream, Apple, iTunes, and anywhere with your favorite podcast. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Up Connect, and Kim Yeater Peak Performance Coaching.